It's been weeks since the release of Season 3 of Alice in Borderland, and I'm only just now finishing it. And I got a few words to say. First off, I'm not satisfied. And it's not because of how it ended, it's just the events leading up to it and after it. So basically, the people that brought all these individuals here isn't ready to do all these games and ends up getting killed by the Watchman. The Watchman is basically the dude who governs this entire place, escaping death in order to do this job. But we find out he's not the Joker. As a matter of fact, from what we know, nobody is. Now, the Watchman, being the ferryman of this place, gives Sue an ultimatum. You can either go to your death or you can go to life. I mean, eventually, regardless of where you are in life, you're gonna have trials and tribulations. So why wouldn't you want to go to death? Because it's just there and you can just die. But before that, imparting on him, saying the cards together equal that of 364. Add the Joker, that's 365, the amount of days that are in the real world. Add another Joker, it's 366, the amount of days in the human world or in the real world when it comes to a leap year. And then cryptically imparting on Sue saying, yeah, this whole place is going to be filled very, very soon. You're just like, excuse me, what? Only to find out later on when they're in the real world, earthquakes keep happening around the world. And basically what we saw in Borderland, even though it's not confirmed, is what's to come, at least for the fate of Japan. And then at the very, very end, which is honestly the craziest part, we're in America. You're talking about different games related to the NFL and something about the earthquakes, and then we see a server. She turns around and her name is Alice, and the show ends. And I'm like, wait, this is getting Americanized? Well, apparently Alice in Borderland is coming to America, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, let's be honest. And then I started thinking to myself, wait a minute. Did the Alice that we knew of as the Queen of Hearts, did she survive, or is this a different Alice altogether? Is her name even Alice? I don't even remember. The entire time that this went on, did we ever encounter anybody named Alice? Alice in Borderland? Why am I just now clocking that? I got so pissed at myself over that, I'm like, we never met somebody named Alice, at least from what I remember, which doesn't really account to much because, again, I don't remember. Which, if this does get Americanized, that doesn't surprise me. A lot of overseas related shows does so well in America that they just kind of want to bring it over here, get the Hollywood funding, and make something out of it. They're clearly wanting to continue it with everything going on and how they kind of hinted towards it, so that's gonna happen. And then realizing that Borderland is actually what it is, it's like, okay, I kind of expected it. Made more sense that way. I was expecting something absolutely out there, but now that I think about it and the way they went about doing it, yeah, that does make sense. Some of it I didn't fully understand. How the people from in Borderland could interact with people outside, I have no clue. That's a question I could not find an answer to. But overall, I liked it. I just wish they would have explained maybe a little bit more to justify it. And if they're making an Americanized version, why haven't I heard anything on it?